So what's up, guys? So we just finished our DJ set with DJ Naji. That was a great set, dude.
Thank
That
you.
was solid, man. I'm not too familiar with UK Garage,
Yeah,
but what you
garage.
play,
We call it garage. I have to correct you on your accent.
yeah, but it was banging, man. I mean, I love when guys come in here and they spin stuff that I'm not familiar with, and then it's just after their set is over, I'm just like, that was solid, man, and it just put me on to new stuff, which is cool. I was in house music all in the '90s, '80s, and '90s. But this style, when did this style, this genre,
I, th-
like pop off?
I think you can get into some arguments with people about actually kind of when it started.
Hmm.
I think the actual roots began here in New York.
Oh, no kidding.
Paradise Club is sort of like the disco music, house music.
Mm.
And what was happening was people were going out on a Saturday nights in England, Ministry of Sounds, Fabrics,
Mm.
and they were continuing the scene on a Sunday. Is in a place, and Castle in England.
No
And
kidding.
what they do, they carry on Sunday afternoon,
Hmm.
and of course the radio had to sort of slow down somewhat a
Mm.
tempo. So they were playing like sped up R&B, two step, like
Gotcha.
the slower BPM of house, 125 to 135.
So, what year would you say that was going on? When would this kick off?
I'd go again. I'm probably going to get corrected here if you post this and people
Yeah.
put comments on, but I'm going to guess really kicked off 95, 96.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then, yeah, just snowballed from there really with just tons of music being produced by, I mean, I could miss so many artists, but just to name a few, there's, the Dream Team, Tough Jam, this record of Scott Garcia. It just came to a head where just a birth of the genre, which you don't get that often. The music was just being produced left, right, and center. The towns were full of every bars, every
Mm.
clubs were playing UK garage. It was crazy. Like,
So, what BPM does this usually play at? What's the BPM range for this?
go
This is kind of fast.
yeah, it is, and it's I've got tracks that probably play at about 125. I've got tracks that play up to about 148. Some of it, so
Gotcha.
it does vary. Yeah, it does vary.
So, how does this genre differ? I know you're gonna get in trouble, but how does this genre differ than like jungle or drum and bass or?
Oh, okay. So, well, the key difference is the speed of the
Okay.
music. The jungle drum and bass way higher tempo
Okay.
than these. I mean, they're playing like 160s, 170s sometimes, but very very similar influence.
All right, Najee. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started into DJing?
All right. So I got started, I would say, the age of 17 years old. So you can work out my age when I say it was about 1997.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So kind of, you can see how it kind of married up with like how when UK garage house exploded. But I loved all genres of music, really. I can't really pinpoint that one moment where I thought I want to be a DJ. It has to be to do with like being in a club. I loved going out, loved listening to music, but
Now, were you here in the U.S. at the time, or
no, I
back in
wasn't.
the
I
UK?
lived in England. I only moved to the US when I was 26.
Okay,
Yeah, so I moved here to become a soccer coach, actually. So
cool, cool.
yeah. So but I've always loved my music. So I first got a set of decks when I was 18.
Okay,
Couple of little belt drive turntables, a terrible mixer. I was just happy to have
absolutely.
equipment
Yeah, yeah.
and start buying records.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, do you play just vinyl? Are you strictly vinyl DJ, or have you dabbled into the digital world?
I
Or
have, yeah. So I was strictly vinyl back in England. That was my whole collection. And then I recently got my whole collection back, so it sat in England for nearly 20 years. So shout out to Keith and Rob who made that happen. I
that's
appreciate you.
great.
Yeah, it was awesome. They looked after it for
probably
me.
nerve-wracking to see if their records are going to get here in one piece. No.
Yeah, well, some of them didn't.
Oh, jeez.
Some of them didn't. Some were a bit scratched up, but there was a few casualties. But I'm glad they got here. And so, yeah, going back to your original question, have I dabbled in digital? Yeah, because, of me getting back into DJ, being local to the area now for nearly 2 years, I reached out to a bunch of people, said I was a UK garage DJ, and had a radio slot at Newark FM. This is right before COVID.
Oh, cool.
So I DJ digitally then, just like a little digital control room, laptop, and then met some good people in Asbury that invited me to come out and play with them. And they were using like CDJs and stuff, which I'd not really used before, and a USB. So me being an absolute newbie, just put a bunch of MP3s on a USB, went out. Supposedly there's always other things you could do, so you can read the WAV files. Again, I learn like this, so to me I just play with my ear. So
Gotcha.
It's been cool to learn.
Cool. So you eventually hooked up with the Asbury vinyl DJ scene.
Yeah.
I know you know Kyle, right? Quick Dish.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Great guy.
What do you got coming up now? You're spinning somewhere locally?
Yeah, so actually this Friday, I'm playing at Lovesick, 8:30 to 12:30. So it's going to be a bunch of the tunes that I played through the set, plus tons of others. So playing for 4 hours. So, you know, it's nice when you play that long. You can really sort of go on a journey with the audience that you're
So how's the reception been to when you spin? How's the reception for the Jersey Shore crowd? Are they into it or?
Yeah, they're either into it or they're really good liars, because everyone's come up to me and said, "Oh, this is great! You know, I love the music." I think it's really making a comeback. UK garage. Sammy Vergie's like really, you know, brought it back to the mainstream. You know, I don't know if it's him solely, but people seem to be playing his stuff and playing the stuff that he plays in his sets, and he's pretty decent. So I've heard a couple of people play out bits of UK garage recently, you know.
Nice.
So it's cool. So it's nice. It's kind of tied in with that, because a lot of the stuff that's being played are remixes of original UK garage tracks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's been good.
So, what are some of your banging tracks? You got 2 set up on the decks right now. What do you?
I do. So I'll talk to you a little bit about this one first. I'm terrible with these top 3, like, what's your favorites? I can't do it with movies. I can't do it with music. But these are just a couple that I had in my bag that I thought I'd show you guys. So the one to my right is A Little Bit of Luck by DJ Luck and MC Neat. And I remember the very first time I heard this track. That was the whole cool thing about being listening to a genre new. There was new stuff out all the time.
Gotcha.
So it was so cool. You'd be in a club, someone would play something, and a big part of the UK garage scene was there was rewinds, and the crowd would go crazy. The DJ would just rewind the whole track, start again.
Gotcha.
And this got about 6 rewinds in a row. Norris the Boss Windross was the guy that played it in a club called The Studio, and it's DJ Luck and MC Neat, A Little Bit of Luck. So do I just hear this and play it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Yeah, it's got a pretty nice,
Intro.
pretty cool intro. And you'll be able to hear, like, this has a little bit of everything, you know, some cool vocals and that breakbeat step.
Now, what year was this going on? Did this come out? Do you remember? Still 90s?
Yeah, definitely 90s.
Okay.
I'm going to guess 98, 99. I probably has it on the record somewhere. But yeah, again, anyone watching this, you can correct me in the comments. I'm happy to be corrected. I like the little crackles and pops you hear off these records, man. I'll have to pick this up and show afterwards. I don't know if you can see it. Well, yeah, you can see it's bright red on there, yeah?
Yeah, it's nice color vinyl.
I'll have to find out as well how many of these they actually made, like in that colour, because I pretty much got it when it was released. It wasn't like I waited a while, you know, obviously wanted to buy it, play it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I can really picture this in a nice dark club, sound system rumbling.
Yeah, that's what it was like. The bass was unbelievable, like in those clubs. It was all about the bass.
Yeah, so this got a reggae vibe to it, right?
Big time.
But then some of the records have R&B-ish vibes to it.
Yeah.
And so it kind of it's really broad.
Yeah, it is. It is really broad. There were so many tracks that had that reggae bass line, MCs over the top. So the guy you can hear kind of chatting over the top of the record, that was huge in the UK. So when you go out to clubs, you'd have the DJ playing the music and there'd be guys passing around the mic, like bouncing, like chatting over the tunes. You know, huge influence with, you know, black culture, black music, of reggae type bass lines, hip hop type bass lines, huge like dancehall type beats and break beats. Just awesome. Nice. It was awesome.
What do we got on this side?
All right, so on this side, we have a track called It's a London Thing.
Okay.
So this is by Scott Garcia, MC Styles. Again, you're going to hear, it's very different to the track I just played. In terms, it's got more of a house sound to it, I feel like. So let's have a little listen to this.
Fader over?
That would help, right?
You fader guys.
I know.
Oh yeah, this is very housey.
Yeah.
It's a lot more housey.
It still has that little break in it though. It's not that pure like 4 to the floor.
Right, right.
That little break on like the fourth bar. Again, I mean, these are great speakers, but it just doesn't know justice. So when you're in a club in the UK and this was like booming, it's awesome.
It's kind of strange that this record and that record are both considered UK garage.
Right. You know, not to me, because that's what I've always known. But I guess you hearing it for the first time, you're like, how? Like, it just is. It just, you know, that's just is. It just is. It just was. There was just music being produced all the time. MCs over the top, like I said, pure, real bassy, bouncy tracks. I think that's what I loved about UK garage, is that I could come up here, I could play you an hour of all housey type garage. I could play you an hour of more reggae type UK garage or vocals, or I could play an hour of real chilled out music that you could sit there and study to. It's UK garage. Yeah.
Interesting, man. Interesting. Yeah. Well, the set you did was great. I can't wait to listen to it back.
There's definitely a few errors in there.
Wow.
But this is vinyl like, DJing, right? Your hands are moving and you're listening and you're twiddling with buttons. Yeah, I think that's part of the art and I enjoy it.
Absolutely. It was great. So listen, you are absolutely welcome. I tell you this all the time. You're absolutely welcome. Anytime you come down, anytime you're in the neighborhood, come in, do a set, have some fun, right?
Yeah.
You're always invited back. As with any other vinyl DJ out there, they're welcome to come in. Doesn't have to be house. It can be whatever they want. Come in, do a set. We'll film it up and we'll put it on our YouTube channel. And we'll try to get our YouTube page populated with some good mixes on it, man. I listen to YouTube mixes all day long.
All the time.
Discover some great DJs, some great sets, some great music. So. That's excellent, man. Excellent.
No, I appreciate you having me, man. You know, I think it's going to be a huge success. I can't wait to see some of the other DJs locally and even out of town come in here and spin. And I want to shout you out too. You know, you're more than personal. You're great to work with. And even me, not expecting to find things that I would love in your store, dig in. I still found like 20, 30 records that I go and play in my set. So get down here, DJs, and check it out.
Yeah, hell yeah. So once again, where are you going to be so people can come see you in person?
I'm going to be in Lovesick on Friday, this Friday. So from 8:30 to 12:30.
And where's Lovesick again for everybody who doesn't know?
Right in Asbury.
Right in Asbury.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, man.
Thank you so much.
Man. You're
that was great. That was so much fun.
Awesome. We'll see you next time, bud.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, everyone.